7, Michael Mana. Number 15, Connor Speed. Number 23, Shiloh Riley. Number 3, John Galvin. And number 9, Joe Santinella. And now the starting unit for your RPI engineers. In goal, number 1, Liam McBain. Number 3, Nick Avery.
I can't hear anything.
Number 4, Taylor Richardson. Number 23, Kevin Young. Number 7, Nick Watkins. And number 13, Tim Faulkner. Please stand and give your caps as we play the national anthems of Canada and the United States.
Is that me?
Ready to go. Let's do it. Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse for the ACHA Division II opener. Tonight's game features the Owls from Westfield State and the Engineers of RPI. My name is Perry Lascaris here on RPI TV, bringing you all the action of RPI's home opening game. Both teams getting set to take the ice here on this September the 25th. RPI plays a 25-game schedule, which begins here tonight against the Owls. Starting goaltenders in this game for the visitors. So you can see the home goaltender. It's a freshman, Liam McBain, as he gets the nod for RPI here, wearing number 1. He's rostered at number 31, but that is Liam McBain, the freshman from Tualatin, Washington. There he is. 5'10", 170 pounds. You can see him right there. His first action for this club side. They're having a little bit of an issue in the east end. At that net, they're laying some, I believe they're trying to spread something around there to get the net to stick in the ice. So we're causing a bit of a delay. But it is RPI and Westfield State. The Owls last season went 6-10-1. RPI with its most successful season as far as making the postseason is concerned. In its 7th year last year, I should say, the Engineers made the playoffs for the first time in school history. They went 12-10, 2 ties and 2 overtime losses. We are underway here from the Houston Fieldhouse. Quickly into the zone come the Owls, poked free by Richardson. That's Tanner Richardson, the sophomore, had a great freshman season, led the team in plus-minus at a +19. Tie up along the wall in the RPI end, battling for it there. Mike Lamanna, defenseman, pinching up the wall, kept in at the line. Wrist shot coming, save. It's kicked away. Luckily, there's an Engineer there to swat it out of danger. Back behind the goal here is Tanner Richardson for RPI. Richardson, a sophomore, as I mentioned, 6'1", 190 pounds, from San Clemente, California. Outlet pass through center was behind the intended target. That was Kevin Yoon as the Owls get it deep. We're not quite a minute in. Here's Richardson out of his own end. Long outlet pass. He gets dumped along the wall. Battle for the puck, swatted into the zone by Nick Watkins, the sophomore from South Hadley, Mass. Not far from Westfield State in western Massachusetts. Centering pass into the circle, walking right in, and a shot over the top. Good opportunity there. And the best scoring chance in this opening minute, as that was Zach Smith, the senior from Belchertown, Mass, who got right in on goal, but he missed the net on the opportunity. Although McBain has been tested a couple times, the RPI freshman so far. Back out to center goes the puck, picked up there by Brett Rooney. Rooney, a sophomore, 5'11", from Seaford, New York. Good outlet pass, near side circle, walking in, a shot was headed for that lower corner. That was Kyle DeVault, led the team in scoring last year. He keeps the puck in at the line as it's shot right back in. Chase it down in the corner, taking a look over his shoulder was the junior Pat O'Neill, defenseman for the Owls. Kept alive along the line by Nat Foster, one of the 2 freshmen for RPI to play here. Kept in far point, slap shot deflected to the side of the cage. Hennick over there, that's Adam Hennick. Digs it out of the corner, indirect to the point, wrist shot through traffic, save made. Looks like Thornton saw that one. RPI keeping it alive. Far side, point now down low. Spinning in the corner, trying to get free. Olivieri gets hit. Puck between his skates. Now they get a crowd comes near him. Olivieri still has it pinned against the wall. We're 2.5 minutes in, no score here, RPI and Westfield State. Finally, the Owls get it free, trying to clear the zone. They do out to center. Backtracking there is Rooney, right back into the zone. Engineers do touch up. Rooney in deep, gets a little bit of pressure there from Mark Eagles. Still spinning around the defenseman. Rooney centering pass out in front. A slapper coming and a save made by Thornton. He looked behind him. It was a slapper from right in the middle of the slot area. But he was able to hold on and not allow a rebound. That puck popped loose. And Thornton was able to hold on there, right in the middle of the slot. Draw coming up here. It's Adam Ware, played for the club team as a freshman, and he's back here in his senior season. Ware's number 17. He cycles the puck around to the near corner, but nobody home. Westfield State will try to move it out, and it finally to center ice. Teo Camadilla gave it away in the center, dumped in deep, flipped into the corner by the goaltender, McBain. Along the wall, Ware finds his line mate. Now long outlet pass, beating out the icing is going to be Camadilla. Behind the goal he goes. Teo Camadilla, side of the cage, centering pass all the way to the point. Wrist shot coming loose, and it's cleared towards the far point, kept in. Along the boards, Teo Camadilla again. Stick handling towards the point, holding it there. Just along the line, kept it in. Wrist shot coming from the near point. That was from Danny Egner. Not a lot on it. Back out to center. Shot all the way down. Does it have the legs for icing? No, it doesn't. Egner picks it up in the corner. Danny Egner, a sophomore, 5'8", 170 pounds, from Hillsborough, New Hampshire. Former New Hampshire junior Monarch. Gets it out to center, turn right back around by Westfield State. Into the zone they come. There's a player offside. And the whistle goes. That was Danny Hamilton, who kind of threw his palms in the air, saying, I was pushed over the blue line, but a whistle nonetheless. Just a couple freshmen for each team, in fact. Hamilton, one of the two. He's from Walpole, Mass., 6 foot, 150 pounds. Face-off just outside of the IPI zone is shot back in. An ill-advised pass into the slot, and the Engineers do recover and clear it out. It was just a lazy play that time by Ambry. Nearly gave Westfield State another scoring chance. Stick handled out to center. Here come the Engineers. Faulkner ahead. Hit thrown. Has to stop at the line as his line mate went across. That was Yoon. Now it's shot in on goal. Pad save. Kick to the near side point. Richardson throws it back down low. Glove down by Yoon. Yoon centering pass. Broken up. And a clearance knocked down by the skate of Richardson. Poking at it. Keeps it alive in the zone and all the way in deep by Faulkner. Behind the cage, it's LaManna for Westfield State trying to clear it out. Can't do so. Amory keeps it in. Ambry down low. Walking in, centering pass. Went right through Yoon. It kind of handcuffed him there. Poke free. Here's Faulkner in the corner. Behind the cage it goes. LaManna has it now for the Owls. Off the boards to center. No. Kept in at the point. Nice play there by Olivieri. Holding the zone. Back behind the cage they have it once again. Off the wall. Still trying to make their way out of the zone. They finally do, but turn right back around. DeVault takes a hit, lost the puck, picked up Olivieri. He takes the bump, and it's back out to center ice. Scramble for the puck, trying to get back on side as Henneke does. Olivieri, a wrist shot and a glove save by Thornton. He holds on there. Had good sight lines on that one. He'll wait for the whistle. 14:34 left in the first period. RPI and Westfield State, no score. Tricky shot there right above pad level. That's where you're trying to shoot it if you're DeVault there. As I mentioned, he led the team in scoring last year. 12 goals, 16 assists for 28 points for DeVault. Now a junior. Into the zone, Engineers get it deep. Funny hop off the wall, shot from a tight angle, goes off the back of the net. That was Olivieri. Now a wraparound play to the point. Walking in from the circle, and we have a whistle. I think the net's off. That Zamboni door, if you're not used to it, can cause a lot of problems, as I believe, well, a number of goalies, but the one that stands out in my mind is Alan York a couple years ago on the varsity team. He was the victim of that Zamboni door. Puck popped right in front of the net. He had gone behind the cage to play it, and it was an easy tap-in goal. Can make you look foolish if you're a goaltender here at the Houston Fieldhouse. Something you always need to be aware of. Puck shot deep. They wave off the icing. Out to play it, McBain. It's spun around near side and thrown out towards center. Will it stay in the zone? No. Battle for the puck along the far wall. Nick Madonna's over there. Madonna, one of the two 2015s here. They're back for another semester. Madonna's one of them, as is Ryan Strager. Outlet pass far side somehow finds its way all the way to Quarry. He can't control. Shot back the other direction. Here's the captain, Skylar Riley. Team's leading scorer from a season ago, had 18 points in 17 games for the Owls. He can't control it. Shot back the other way for RPI. Nat Foster, freshman, digging for it. Hit thrown along the wall. Puck leaves the ice surface. That was Adam Ware, the senior from Woodbridge, Virginia, laying the hit along the far side. As you have a look at Colin Pierce, senior forward from Tewksbury, Mass. Westfield State Owls, they do have a Division III varsity club there. RPI, of course, Division I at the varsity level. Both the ACHA and varsity teams calling the Houston Fieldhouse home. Here's Sam Mannion. Injured a couple years ago, had to miss an entire season. Broke his leg in the very first game of the year a couple years back. He's found his way back into playing shape, and he's back on this line right here. Three seniors, Camadilla, Ware, and Mannion. Camadilla, the second leading scorer all time in RPI ACHA club history. Mark Flory, 101 points. He's the only player in school history with 100 points. Camadilla sitting at 94 points coming into play. The club's president, as it's worked along to the far point. Held up there by Hewitt. Back to the near side. Now to the circle, Mannion holding top of the circle. Saucer pass, far side, one-timer. Camadilla didn't get all of it, as it'll be kept in along the near wall by Mannion. Trying to work it free, kicked ahead, and now here comes Westfield State. A potential 3-on-2 if they hurry into the zone with speed. On the backhand, poke free. Good defensive play by Rooney, as he was able to thwart the Owls' chance there. Not even a shot taken. Here's Hewitt, that long reach. Or excuse me, this is Rooney. Over to Hewitt, far side. Hewitt gets spun down, stays on the puck momentarily. He'll chip it off the boards, hits the referee over there. And now back to Rooney. Near side, DeVault stops top of the near circle. Feeding it down low. He was looking for Hennick on the deflection, never got it. It'll be moved out to center by the Owls. 8 minutes into the first period. Just onside of the Engineers once again. Amory trying to move it in there. Gets it as far as Richardson down low. And now DeVault near corner. DeVault holding, cross ice feed into the skates of his intended target. He'll get it back. Olivieri's centering pass in the air. Not quite sure what he was trying to do with that one. And now DeVault from a tight angle, feeding it in front. Had a man there, it was Hennick. It's cleared all the way down. Will it be icing? No, they'll say it was deflected. Out to play it, McBain. As I mentioned earlier, McBain playing in his first ACHA game here. The freshman gets the start with Spencer Whitehead out due to injury. Engineers carry in. Richardson rings it around. All the way to the far side it goes. Poked loose by Lamanna. Move it out to center. Too far for the intended target. That was John Galvin, the sophomore for the Owls from Norwood, Massachusetts. Richardson. Far side connection for Hennick. Gets it back from DeVault. Trying to stick handle. The pass is a little bit behind him, and that'll allow the Owls to take over momentarily. That's Chris Huda, 6'5" defenseman. Father played in the NHL, is now an assistant coach for the Boston Bruins. As a shot comes in on goal, bit of a rebound given up there. Back out to center it goes. Flipped into the zone by the Engineers. Shot right back out and all the way down. This may be icing, as the arm is up, and it will be icing called on Westfield State. 10:26 to play in the first period. We don't have a score. RPI playing 2 home games this weekend to start off their 2015-16 season. They host the Vermont Catamounts tomorrow night here at the Houston Fieldhouse. Same time, 7 o'clock. You can watch that one on RPI TV as well. Shot from the point, kicked away on the try by Egner, and back out to center come the Owls into the zone. Tied up was Huda. Lost the puck, shot in off of Egner into the far corner. Strager battles for it there. Ryan Strager, 5'11", 190 pounds from Brockville, Maryland. As the puck goes all the way down the ice, they wave off the icing. Now they don't. I thought they were waving it off there. Maybe they're just saying he was onside. That was what the referee was indicating there, as it was Yoon trying to chase it down, couldn't win the race. Just about halfway through first period. Some fans out to take in this one. Ready for hockey season. The RPI varsity women get underway tomorrow in an exhibition game. As it's picked up, trying to clear far side, and they get it out as far as center. Turn the right back around. Zach Vatcher for the Owls. It deflects up. They say it didn't go into the netting, off the top of the glass. Backhand centering pass. Engineers have it covered, and they'll skate it out to center ice. Here's Faulkner on the move. In the slot, kind of half band on that slapper, goes into the corner. Back behind it goes. Yoon centering into the near circle. Gets it right back off the Karam pass from Olivieri. He'll try to cycle around to the far side. Olivieri, the first one to it. Trying to stay upright. He's double teamed as Olivieri. Digging it free. Yoon's over there for RPI. Backhands it back to the point. Shot deflected. Loose in the middle of the slot. Faulkner trying to get his stick on it. And finally the Owls clear. That's Kevin Quinn, one of the other freshmen, as the puck trickles in on McBain. He'll cover up and get a whistle. So as I mentioned, the 2 freshmen, 2 for Westfield State, as you get a look at one of the RPI's freshmen on the club, the goaltender McBain. Not real big, he's listed at 5'10", but from my vantage point, doesn't quite get there. Poke free into the corner. Trying to turn it around is Santinello, sophomore forward from East Longmeadow, Mass. His pass is intercepted, and the Engineers clear it out. Hennick, he'll fire it behind the goal. Bouncing puck, first one to it, Rooney, the defenseman. Rooney centering pass, Hennick off his skate, and he might have even gotten it on goal, but the Owls will turn it back the other way. Outlet pass connects. Riley into the zone, shot off the shoulder of the goaltender. He was looking for that top left corner. Riley didn't get it. Hard outlet pass ahead to Olivieri into the zone. Slap shot coming, hit the shin pad of the defenseman in front of him. That was O'Neill who blocked a shot. Wraparound try, loose in the circle. Turning and firing, Hennick, he put it wide. To the far half wall, it's chopped all the way down the ice, and we will have icing. No, they wave it off. Richardson out of his own end. Up the near wall, not looking for the pass was Quarry, and now into the zone. Little backhand saucer pass, looking for Quarry again. He takes a bump, kept in by Richardson. Quarry down low, gets it back, one-timer save. Good passing play there for the Engineers. Now fanning on the shot was Amory. His second try goes wide. Poke to the point, Richardson can't keep it in. Engineers have 3 men offside. They'll need to touch up, and they will. That'll allow the Owls to move it out to center. Bouncing outlet pass, shot, blocker save on the attempt that time by Zach Smith. An odd-looking pass, but it did the job. It got all the way to Smith from inside the Owls' end. Battling for the puck behind the goal, loose at the side of the cage. Richardson had seen enough of that. He just swats it to the corner. Now Quarry. Quarry into the zone. On his knees to play the puck was the goaltender Chase Thornton. And we're back to the other way. Quick outlet pass on a wrister, glove down. We've already seen it a couple times, but that's Chris Huda, the junior from Linfield, Mass, 6'5", 210. Mentioned his father. He's a former NHL player and now coach. Doug Huda played in 561 NHL games. He scored 19 goals, had 63 assists for 82 points. There's a shot, a little bit of a changeup from the point, blockered away by the goaltender McBain. All the way in deep it goes once more. Really picked up by Egner. Back to Strager. Strager to Egner behind the cage. Off the wall from Mannion. Mannion outlet pass, a little bit behind Camidella. He'll pick up speed into the zone. Stops top of the circle, lost it. Ware trying to feed it in front. Kept in at the point by Strager. Strager, wrister on goal, hit a skate. Cannot be kept in. Whistle goes on the offside. Egner was just across the line. And that'll draw the whistle. 6:19 to play in period number 1. First game of the season for RPI and Westfield State. Engineers ACHA team in its 8th year of existence. The first year, the 08-09 season, was a half season. Didn't play a full year. But since then, it's been a good amount of success for this club. It continues to improve, and due to its strength of schedule last year, even at 12 wins, was able to make the postseason for the first time in school history. Made it to the regionals, lost to New Hampshire in the opening round there. Westfield State out of their own zone, 2-on-2 pass behind the intended target in Huda. Engineers have it out of their own end. Off the wall, controlled along the far side. Here's Vatcher. Vatcher up the boards. Huda just taps it deep. Or did he get a piece of it? No, he's questioning the call. He said he touched it. Referee down there says no. Icing on the Owls. We'll get a face-off deep in their territory. I'd like to welcome all of you watching here on RPI TV. Another season of hockey underway. Of course, the club covers a number of events outside of the sports realm here at RPI, but they do show all the home football games, which we've been following. A couple of them so far. Here's Hennick off the far wall, trying to clear the zone. Gloves it down. He'll have to play it next, and does, up the boards. Trying to give it back from Olivieri, doesn't. And the Owls stick handle through center, backhanded deep. That was Quinn. Here's Rooney for RPI. Rooney will rattle it up the wall for Hennick. chips it further for Olivieri. Has to get around the defender in front of him, Eagles, and somehow does. Olivieri walking in front, feeding it in front, and that was a chance there for DeVault. Couldn't catch it cleanly. Olivieri continues to battle behind the cage. Now Hennick try to play it back to the corner for DeVault, who had to stop and backtrack for it. He takes a hit from C.J. Kenny, and he didn't get anything on it. Wraparound try Hennick. They converge on him. Another backhander hits a skate, and it's kicked away by Brown. Hennick back on it, back to the point. Bouncing puck all the way through. Pardon me, that was Quarry. Now a centering pass, they score! Hennick puts it home, and it's 1-0 RPI. A great feed from the corner by DeVault. And it's RPI who strikes first here. Hennick with the goal. He scored 11 goals last season. It was good for, tied for second on the team with Olivieri. You can see those numbers there from last year. Hennick, the senior, wearing the C, camped out right in front of the cage, and that's where most of his goals come from. Olivieri with a good feed from the corner. And it's 1-0 RPI. You can see it develop there. Olivieri takes a couple looks up, sees Hennick, nobody on him. And that's as easy as they come for the Montreal native. So the Engineers have a 1-0 lead. Into the zone, a shot hits the shin pad on the try by Riley. Riley, another centering pass, nobody there but Quarry. He can't clear it out on the backhand. Here's Riley, slamming it towards goal, knocked down there. Rooney up the boards, gave it away. Riley's centering pass, that gets through. Shot coming, ramps up a stick and goes behind the cage. Rooney there, turning with it. Flinging it, glove down at the point, good play. Slapper coming, goes way wide on the attempt by O'Neill. Behind the net, Santinello, stick handling, he'll cycle. Galvin, overtaken there by Quarry. He'll play it ahead. Bouncing puck rolls back to Rooney. He'll back it up in his own end. Hewitt tries to kick it to himself. Mannion gets on it, nearly got free, but it's poked loose and headed back the other way. Tapped in deep by the Owls, stopped there by McBain. Rooney off the near side wall from Mannion. He'll play it right back around far side. Madonna's over there. Madonna outlet pass. Here's Mannion. 2-on-3 into the zone with Ware. Flipping it towards Ware. Gets his stick on it, but really only slowed it down. It'll be easily covered up by Chase Thornton. There's Sam Mannion from the Chicago area. Lincolnshire, Illinois. Mannion is 4th on the all-time scoring list. 54 points in his career through 3 seasons. But of course, keep in mind the year he missed due to injury. Now a loose puck at center ice. Richardson backhands it along. A couple Engineers need to touch up, and they actually come back and get it. It's one of the assistant captains, Camadilla. He'll wrap it around. Sweeney, far side, hit, thrown over there by Amory. Borderline, that one, and this one up a stick and out of play into the crowd. No one in that seat, however, luckily enough. There is Adam Ware. A couple of big heads in the crowd. One of them belongs to someone he knows, I hope, because they have his head on a stick. 2:26 to play in the first period, 1-0 RPI. The other is Teo Camadilla, and if they want to get those things on camera, they're going to have to turn them around. Richardson backhands it in deep. First one to it is Lamanna. Rolled towards the point, picked up there by Eagles. Trying to work it ahead, a potential 2-on-1 try, and now it's forced into the zone by Lamanna. Or make it Zach Smith, rather. Hit along the wall, penalty coming up here on RPI. Off to the bench goes the goaltender. Puck rolled way wide. Extra skater on here with 2 minutes to go in the period. We're going to have a power play coming up. And another hit as Amory's getting his money's worth over there. He throws another hit into the wall. Still on the puck. Shot saved, and it's held on to by McBain. And at least one penalty is coming here, I believe, to Nick Ambry. The junior, 6'3", out of Smithtown, New York, former Suffolk Junior B. penalty is going to be Mannion and Amory. So it's going to be a big 5-on-3 chance for what appears to be the rest of the period. RPI would hope so. Amory and Mannion both in the box. It's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for Westfield State, and a glorious chance for them to try and tie this game up. 3 skaters out there for RPI. Olivieri with Rooney. And it looks like maybe Hewitt. It is. Engineers win the draw. It's a big face-off and get it out of the zone. So 1:40 left in the period. As they keep it in, the Owls do. Near side circle. Wrist shot coming. Blocked. And that one hurt a bit. That was Rooney who blocked that one. Back up top. O'Neal, far side circle. Riley waiting. Firing save made. No rebound. Liam McBain makes the stop. There's Olivieri. His job is to win these draws so RPI can clear it out quickly, although he'll take a seat here. Replaced by DeVault. Face off to the right of the freshman netminder, McBain. Tualatin, Washington. I hope I'm saying that right. I looked it up even, but still couldn't figure it out. Back the other way come the Owls into the zone. Top of the circle, they'll slow it down. This is Galvin. Up top, Sweeney fakes a slapper, far side circle. Centering pass, that hit DeVault, who had gone down to a knee. Under a minute to go in the first period. RPI trying to keep this 1-0 lead to the break. But they're down 2 men here. Shot coming high and a save off the shoulder. Eventually gloved by the netminder McBain. He's wearing number 1 tonight. As I mentioned earlier, on the roster is number 31, but that is McBain in goal. Hewitt, backhand, can't clear the zone. Swinging at it, Camadilla, he can't clear as well. Faking a shot, they work it down low to the Owls. Now back up top. Sweeney, near side circle. Hamilton, back up top. Sweeney again. Wrist shot through traffic, and that one's kicked to the corner. O'Neal, near side circle, back up top now. Faking a shot, walking in Sweeney, a wrister and another glove save. It looked like McBain just saw that one in time, as stepping around a screen that time was Sweeney, but he got to a spot where he was trying to fire a shot through, and it looked like McBain was able to see it. There's Josh Hewitt. You got to look at him for just a second. Senior for this club. 13 seconds to go in the period. Diving poke check, trying to clear it. Camadilla gets it out to center with 7 seconds. Eagles into the zone. In the slot, poked free again, but he kept it in. And there was no horn. Clock went to 0. There's a horn. But that will do it for the first period from the Houston Fieldhouse. 10 seconds remain on the 5-on-3 power play, but the Engineers holding their own, thanks in part to the freshman netminder, as they have a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. It was the senior Adam Hennick with the goal. And we'll get you stats and everything else, updated scoring on all the official assists there, shots on goal, and everything else you want to hear to start our second period of play. So we'll take a quick break here from the Houston Fieldhouse. We'll be back with the second period in a few minutes. You're watching RPI ACHA Hockey on RPI TV. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Houston Fieldhouse and RPI TV's coverage of ACHA hockey. It's the Engineers and Owls from Westfield State. My name is Perry Lascaris. I'm bringing you all the action here. The Engineers have a 1-0 lead. After the first 20 minutes, shots were at 10-9 in favor of the visitors from Westfield State. Westfield State just outside of Springfield, Massachusetts. A new season here for RPI, and they join the Super East Division II conference, which has been around since 1995. Its members include Montclair State, NYU, William Patterson, Marist, the University of Connecticut, Siena, New Hampshire, and Central Connecticut State. RPI, the new member there. Each team plays 16 conference games. The top 6 qualified for the league playoffs. That not associated with the playoffs the Engineers made last year, the regional postseason. RPI was trying to make it to that national tournament. They were able to get out of that regional tournament. Were not able to do so. Of course, they lost to UNH in their first game there. So RPI kills off the 5-on-3 as we are underway in the second period. Owls breaking into the zone far side with some speed. Riley centering all the way through. Kept in at the near point by Lamanna. Richardson around, chopped at by Mannion. Cycle it down low, it'll roll all the way to the near corner. Embry there. Throw it down the middle, give it away. Shot by Riley, goes wide. It's a couple times now the Engineers have made poor decisions passing the puck in the middle of the ice, as Camadilla nearly walked out of the zone with the puck unabated, but he didn't have it. And now we're going to get a puck played with a high stick, I believe. Nope, maybe a penalty. Yep, it's going to be a penalty. It's going to go on Skylar Riley, the senior captain and forward from Salisbury, Mass. He heads off. First power play chance for RPI. The Owls 0 for 2 on the man advantage as Riley will take a seat there. You can see him, Riley. RPI's first power play chance of the year. Trying to add to their 1-0 lead. It's shot off the base of the net by DeVault and cleared all the way down. Over to the corner to stop it up, the freshman netminder, McBain. I apologize on his hometown. He's actually from Oregon. Tualatin, Oregon, not Washington. And it's gloved down at the point by Richardson, keeping it alive. DeVault scanning the zone, trying to jam it at the near post was Olivieri. It comes free and past Richardson. He dove for it. And now out to play it, McBain dangerously. A shot fanned on. McBain will leave it behind the cage and head back to his goal crease. Richardson takes a bit of a bump there from one of the forecheckers on the kill. That's Pierce. Now Olivieri has trouble controlling it. And it comes right back to him. Now the Engineers break into the zone. A bit of a bad change on the kill. Olivieri walking in. And his shot is deflected up into the netting. We'll have a stoppage in play. There's Chase Thornton, the senior netminder. As there's Olivieri, he's getting back to the bench. Probably want to do a little bit more there with that 3-on-2. He ended up just taking a shot. 54 seconds remain on the RPI power play. Not quite 2 minutes into the second period. RPI up 1-0. Mannion, far side, fakes the slapper up top. Rooney, wrist shot save. It was fired right on. And Thornton was able to hold on to it. That's what you're looking for if you're RPI, getting a clean look from one of their better shooting defensemen, that being Rooney. He gets it back here. Rooney to the far wall for Mannion. Back to Rooney. Back to Mannion, top of the circles, looking to feed it in front, trying to turn with it. Shot and a goal. Power play goal for the Engineers. I believe that's Ware who gets the goal, and it is. Adam Ware hasn't played on the club team in 2 years, since his freshman season, now a senior. And he gets the power play goal here to make it 2-0. So it's 2-0. It's another look at it, just chipping it over the goaltender Thornton, who had gone down to the butterfly. As we get a whistle here.
RPI goal scored in substitute, 43 by RPI, scored by number 7 with Nick Watkins, with the first assist number 11,
In Ware's first stint with the team, he played in 15 games. He had 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points, but he gets his first point there. Jeff, who scored that goal? Where? The assists on the play go to Mannion and Rooney on the power play tally. So it's 2-0 Engineers here, leading Westfield State. This will not be icing. Yoon picking it up in the corner. Trying to play it back to the point. Strager, wrist shot through traffic, went wide. Around to the far side it goes, Danny Hamilton. Out to center come the Owls into the zone. Stick handling O'Neill, shot off a shin pad. Kept in towards the goal, loose puck, and it's put off the pad of McBain. Good chance down low for the Owls. Not able to convert. Now far point, O'Neill sliding it down low. He gets it right back from Quinn. Now a shot goes way wide. Trying to keep it on the near point was the left-handed stick of Eagles and couldn't do it. Yoon out to center now. 1-on-3, now a 2-on-3. Has a man with him. It was Watkins. And now Yoon, blind backhand pass, side of the cage, picked up DeVault. He'll circle, back to the point. Gets it right back. And before taking a hit there, that was Egner. Back on his feet, now down low without a stick is DeVault. And it's worked up the wall. Carried out to center ice, poked at by Egner, right back they come. Across center, slammed in, O'Neill goes wide, a goal. Here's Hennick. Good look-ahead pass there, Olivieri. Top of the circle, trying to feed it in front off the side of the net. Kind of wrong-footed Thornton there, but he was able to recover. I think it went off the base of the cage in the end anyway. Bouncing puck at center ice, skips through Richardson. He'll be back to his own end to play. Back for Ambry. Indirect pass off the back wall for Richardson once again. Outlet to Hennick, picking up speed into the zone, has a man with him. It's the freshman Foster. He'll stop top of the circle. Wrist shot coming, blocked, picked up by Richardson. Settles down a fluttering puck. He'll get another chance at it, just throws it in the middle. Loose there, Hennick turning, he fired it about 3 feet wide and it was only about 5 feet from the net. Now kept in Richardson. Controlled and turned over. Quarry, stick handling, walking in, he lost it at the last second. He had a man breaking to the cage. It was Madonna. Now behind the net. Nat Foster lost it. Stick handling, trying to clear. Quarry rather. Around to the near side half wall. Santinello can't clear the zone. Second effort does. Ambry there, fires it right back in. We're 5.5 minutes into the second period. The Engineers have a 2-0 lead. Now a dangerous play at the side of the net, and the puck, I believe, ended up near the goal and even in the goal, but it was off its mooring. I don't know how the puck got in the net, to be perfectly honest with you. And if this were a varsity game, they may look at it again, but not in this case. Net was kicked off. Like I said, the puck wound up in the net somehow, but I honestly couldn't tell you. Ware on the draw for RPI loses it to Metropoulos. Now in front, Ware has time, and he wrists one right on. Already has a goal in this period, a power play tally, and they're not going to come. They're not going to fall for you much easier than that. He had the whole net to shoot at from right between the hash marks, but he put it right into the stomach of Thornton. And now Rooney, he'll go D to D to Josh Hewitt. Hewitt on the move, Those long strides into the zone, walking in, centering pass deflected. Camadilla shot, he scores! Teo Camadilla makes it 3-0. He poked it through Thornton, and the Engineers' lead has expanded here with 13:57 left. The goal for Camadilla, of course, the first of the season for him. Picks up the tally there, an even strength goal. Camadilla last year, as you see the aftermath there, just kind of poking it through. Thornton wasn't really helped by the defender who was sliding into him. That was Josh Quinn. Hewitt and Rooney with the assists. As it's moved in, a shot was blocked. Spinning around and over there. I believe that's Strager. Now another shot through traffic. That one bounces just wide of goal. Now it's behind the goaltender, and we get a whistle. And maybe a quick one, but it benefited the Engineers there. That puck was between the skates of the goaltender, McBain. He didn't know where it was. Got some help from his teammates. There the puck, you can see, it kind of bounces off the side of the net. It's between his legs. Trying to jam at it over there was Ropel, and he never got a stick on it. Big hit by Hewitt. He's going to get an elbowing call here. Shot goes wide. Hit a body. And we're going to get a third power play chance here. Hewitt saying he kept his arms down. We'll see. Oh, that was a big hit by Hewitt. I can see his argument there. The arm came up just a bit. But he's going to go off here on the penalty. We'll see what the call is. I was too busy watching the replay on my monitor to see what the referee signaled. There's Hewitt. In the box. Third power play chance for the Owls, and a big one. Down 3-0 here as we approach the midway point of the second period. Riley far side, slap shot coming. That was blocked. Nice play by Olivieri to close things down. Trying to clear Ambry. He got it out of the zone. He nearly put it on the tape at Galvin, but he couldn't keep it in. Camadilla at center ice trying to kill off some time. He'll skate back towards his own end. Finds Devalda, shoots it in deep. Another minute 23 to go on the Westfield State power play. Camadilla with some forecheck pressure. At center ice, shot back in by Richardson. RPI just not letting the Owls in the zone. Back out to center, Ambry controls. He'll fire it right back in. Stopped behind the net by Thornton. Chase Thornton last year, 8 games, had a 3-3 record, 304 goals against, 787 save percentage. Nicholas Franco graduated. He'd played 10 games in the net for the Owls. They work it down low to the corner. Riley trying to take a shot, blocked by Ambry. He'll try to clear. That one's blocked. Turning and firing, and a pad save was made as McBain was just camped out at the side of the crease there. Not a lot of angle to shoot at. Hit him right in the right pad. Shot coming, fluttering shot through traffic. Rebound comes free. Kept in, yes. Flip towards goal again, and it's held on with the glove by McBain. Another chance to look at that hit by Hewitt. 20 seconds left of power play time for the Owls. Face off, poked at, still loose near the dot, and the second effort gets it all the way down from Yoon. Thornton thought about playing it with the stick. He'll leave it there for Eagles. Up the far side boards, they move it into the zone. O'Neal, shot held on to again. Those shots from outside the circle, RPI will not mind. And of course, neither will the freshman netminder, McBain. He's had a solid start to his collegiate career through almost a period and a half here. As you had a look there at Ryan Strager. Back for another semester here at RPI. And of course, we'll play some more ACHA hockey. Olivieri lost it on the stick handle. It's shot back in. McBain will leave it in the corner for Rooney. Brett Rooney up the near side boards all the way down. Does not have the legs for icing. Some pressure being put on Vatcher. Gave it away. Olivieri centering pass looking for Hennick. Comes all the way free to the far side of the ice. And now a cross ice pass intercepted. Turned right back in by Hennick. 3-on-1 down low. Poked at and kept out by Thornton. I don't know how he. Terrific save by the senior goaltender, who laid out to deny the Engineers. I believe that was DeVault on the back door. We'll get a look from up above. What a stop by Thornton. That pass he has to see coming, and oh, that was DeVault just put it right back into his body. Don't want to take any credit away from Thornton there, but a better shot may have been able to beat him. Now a wrist shot off his pad to the far point, kept in on the shot, hits his skate, now it's out to center. Poked at Ambry, makes a risky move there, but he gets away with it. Back to the point. High slot, slap shot well wide by Lamanna. He didn't catch it cleanly. Now Nick Madonna gets hit, goes down. Turned back around by Quinn. Back to Clement Richardson in his own zone. He'll leave it behind for Madonna, and now back to Ambry. Ambry up the near side boards, flicked over the bench into the crowd. Fans not paying attention. That was nearly dangerous here. Although this young man in front of me gets a puck, so there you go. We're exactly halfway through this one. It's 3-0 RPI over Westfield State in the season opener for both clubs. Mentioned earlier, the 8th season of RPI ACHA hockey. Club was founded back in 2008. Into the zone, Camadilla centering pass, getting across the crease well was Thornton. I'm not sure if that shot ever found him. As Ware throws a hit, out come the Owls. Turned back out to center by Strager. On the backhand flip, but right back they come. Mannion throws his body around a bit. It'll be played by Egner behind for Camadilla. Back to Strager with it behind the cage. Feeding it near side. Camadilla picks it up. He'll throw it off the boards. Too far for the intended target Ware. Spinning around in his own zone is Mark Eagles. Eagles from Hanover, Mass gets it ahead. Now a backhand centering pass put on goal. Save made on the pad. What a stop by McBain. He gets across and makes another stop, and he'll hold on to that backhand flip from the point. Some solid goaltending here, as it was McBain who went post to post to deny this shot. And again, I think a better shot beats the goaltender. There's a lot of net to shoot at. And we'll nearly got another look at that one. Maybe we'll see it again later. 9:04 to go, second period. Slap shot coming, blocked. On its way in by Faulkner. And it leaves the ice surface. We'll do it again inside the RPI zone. 2 even strength goals, 1 on the power play. The Engineers' man advantage is 1 for 1 so far today. The Owls 0 for 3. They had a 5-on-3, a full 2 minutes of it back in the first period. End of the first period, carry over to the first to a few moments of the second. But we're unable to capitalize there. Trying to work it out of the corner. There are 2 Engineers there, including Rooney, who digs it free. Up the boards, here's Faulkner, 2-on-2 if they hurry. Yoon just took off, didn't really see where the puck was. But the Engineers do get it into the zone. Yoon battling for it now. Trying to work it free with Watkins. Throws a hit, comes loose to Watkins. Centering pass, trying to find Faulkner. That one's broken up, and the Owls clear out to center. Hewitt to a knee, keeps it alive. He'll stick handle, flip it deep on the backhand. Back to claim it is Eagles. Absorbs a hit, works it far side. Faulkner now for RPI. He gets undercut a bit. Shoved by Yoon, picked up Watkins back to the point. Wrist shot through traffic, rebound, another try by Watkins, and it's covered up by Thornton, and then Watkins is given the business there, and that'll draw a penalty. Pat O'Neill, junior defenseman from Westford, Mass, heads to the box, and we'll have a second RPI power play coming up right here. Not what the Owls wanted, down 3. As RPI's power play heads back out there. It was Ware who had the power play goal. Here's Ambry walking in, wrist shot, he scores! A quick wrist shot from Nick Ambry, and the junior from Smithtown, New York hits the tally. RPI 2 for 2 on the power play. And Ambry had just 1 goal, as you can see there, in 16 games last season. Scores in the first game of 2015-16. There was a screen in front by Hennick. Did he touch it is the question. I couldn't tell from that angle. But he certainly provided the screen that Ambry needed to get that shot home. Rolled all the way down. It'll go wide of the net. Icing will be called here on RPI. 7:53 to go in the second period. RPI leading 4-0 over Westfield State. The Engineers do hold the edge in the all-time series. Just 2 games played so far, both of them coming back in 2010. RPI winning by scores of 4-0 and 6-3. So this is just the 3rd meeting. But the Engineers look to be in control for the time being as Richardson takes a hit. He takes a look over his shoulder as to wonder where that came from. Backhand blind pass ahead for Hennick, handed off Olivieri, wrist shot, save Thornton, kicked behind to the side of the net. Owls have it here, looking to break out of their own zone. Here's Huda, interfered with a bit there. Behind the net was Almeida. Engineers do clear out to center. Hennick skating awkwardly over to it, picks it up. Trying to backhand it back in front was Olivieri. He'll track it down in the corner. Louis Olivieri gets double team, lost the puck. That allows Hennick to pick it up. Far side circle, shot off the side of the cage. Jamming at it is Hennick. He goes down with the net. Not often you see a hockey net go down face first like that, and then Hennick will leave the fray. Hennick just battling at the side of the cage. He obviously thought he had a chance to still stick that one home, but Thornton had his blocker on top of it, it appeared. No, at least for a second. Under 7 to go in the second. Engineers have a 4-0 lead. They've scored 3 goals in this period. 2 on the power play. In to take the draw is Patrick Quarry, the senior out of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Into the zone, tipped away, and now carried out. A 3-on-2 for the Engineers. Quarry, cross ice pass behind his intended target. That was Madonna. Now Rooney goes deep. He's a defenseman, but he'll jump into the attack. His centering pass goes all the way through. Now back to the near side and picked off. Back come the Owls into the zone. Trying to toe drag. Madonna used his skate to break things up, as that was the captain, Riley, trying to work free. And now stick handled and lost in front. Hewitt kind of meandering around, and now he has it into the zone all by himself is Hewitt. He'll take a wrist shot and he scores! Josh Hewitt found a little bit of something extra on that shot. It's 5-0. Wrist shot from the top of the circle, and Thornton still down on a knee. Don't think he quite knew how that one got by him. We'll see. He used the defenseman as a bit of a screen, and Thornton looked the wrong way. I think it made it inside the far post there. No, near side. Maybe he wasn't expecting a short side shot. I don't know. But Hewitt Rister beats him. It's 5-0. Hewitt did not have a goal in 17 games last year. from the blue line. As we get a whistle here, that's just Hewitt's 5th career goal in his 69th game for the Engineers. Foster picks up the assist, the freshman, on the Hewitt goal. 5.5 to go in the second. It is 5-0. Mannion, touch pass looking for Ware. He can't control. Camadilla pins himself against the wall. Top of the circle, walking in, backhander on goal, kicked away by Thornton. Into the corner. Mannion wrapped up momentarily, gets away, played back behind. It'll roll all the way to the far corner. Ware throwing his shoulder into his man. Back down low. Camadilla gets double teamed. Lost it to the far side. Centering pass in front. Shot save. Thornton was down already. And now Ware gets upended. Lost his stick. Faulkner trying to play. Finally carried out towards center by the Owls. Kicked back into the zone. Ware finally up from getting knocked down, heads off to the bench. He was offside momentarily. Spin move out of his own zone, still on the puck, and wristing it in. C.J. Kenny, he'll go off on a change. Strager in the corner, shakes free from a forechecker. He'll throw it up the middle, picked off and shot broken up in the neutral zone. Flipped in deep by the Owls. Behind the net it goes. Poked free. That's Egner. Trying to work it out of the zone with Yoon. Kept alive. Glove down. Shot coming wide of goal on the attempt by Colin Pierce, the senior forward from Tewksbury, Mass. Now behind the cage. Aspermani with the puck. Near side connects to Lamanna. Out of the zone and all the way down. Will not be icing. Yoon throws his man into the backboard. He's slow to get up. Wrapped out towards the near point. Shot deflects on goal, and the try by Amory is looking for more. Faulkner avoiding a hit that time. Comes free, side of the net, and controlled by the Owls. They move it out to center ice. Stick handling there, lost the puck, trying to turn it around was Watkins. Back comes Westfield State in deep. Zach Smith, he's lined up and knocked down by Richardson. Rolled around near side for Hennick, chopping at it. Avoids a bit of pressure. Ahead for Olivieri, he pokes it free. Olivieri into the zone, trying to drive it to the net. Walking out in front, lost the handle at the last second. Skips by Richardson out to center, bouncing puck controlled by Amory. Quickly ahead for DeVault. DeVault into the zone, slap shot coming over the head and over the net as well. Far side point kept in, bouncing puck side of the cage, centered off the pad of Thornton. You're looking for DeVault, but knocked down on the play was Hennick. And it is covered. 2:37 on the clock in the second period. It's been an eventful frame. 4 goals, 2 on the power play for RPI. Face off to the right of Chase Thornton, the senior from Gardner, Mass. There's a man down. It's Olivieri, slow to get up. Finally back to his feet. Puck rolls by Hewitt. He'll track it down in his own end. Hewitt off the boards, kept in there by O'Neill. Poked out again off O'Neill's skate, and the Engineers move it out to center. It's a 3-on-1. DeVault into the zone. Centering pass broken up. That was Mark Eagles, the only man back. Second centering try goes all the way through. Far point held there. Shot coming. Deflects. Rebound poked at Thornton. 2 saves. Picked up by Olivieri behind the cage. Behind his own back to himself. DeVault trying to center on the backhand to the point where it's kept in. That's Thomas Allen in there for RPI, keeping the play alive at the blue line. Little backhand saucer pass, knocked loose, cleared, kept in. Hewitt trying to glove it down, does. Now he's trying to shield the puck. Does a nice job of just stalling while the Engineers make a partial change. Near side, Quarry back to Hewitt. Wrister and looking for goal number 2. Not happening there, is held out to by Thornton. 1:35 to go in period number 2. As we'll get a bit of a respite here. Face-off coming in the Owls' end. Face-off one back towards Quarry. He'll shoot it in deep. Madonna battling for it there with Zach Vatcher. One-timer Quarry shot. Pretty simple save there. Out to center it goes. Ropel into the zone. In the skates of an RPI defender. That was Egner. And another shot came, but it went wide. Josh Brown for the Owls, keeping it alive for a second. He'll chase after it, but give way instead to Pierce. Pierce in the far corner, watched by Egner, looking to cycle, intercepted by Quarry. He gave it away. Walking in to the forehand, poked loose by Egner. Controlled over there by Brown. Brown trying to work it to a teammate, picked up by Madonna. Madonna ahead into the skates of his intended target, Foster. He'll just get it deep. Under a minute to go, 39 seconds in fact, to go second period. Vatcher in his own zone, lots of pressure. Ware and Mannion in deep. They fight for it in the corner. Vatcher with some help there from Pierce. Trying to scrape away. Now they finally move it out to center. Glove down by Strager. Flipped back in by Ware with 10 seconds to go in the period. Vatcher cross ice off the boards to center. Ropel into the RPI zone. Ropel stick handling. And the horn sounds, ending period number 2. 4 goals for RPI, 2 on the power play. Some from some unlikely places. Couple of defensemen getting goals, and Embry and Hewitt for that 5-0 lead after 2. We'll be back with the third period here on RPI TV in just a few minutes. Your score, once again, after 2 is RPI 5 and Westfield State 0.
Period, it was 8 to 18. Yeah, 27 to
goals? All of them. Who's the other story sheet? You got the other story sheet over there? Can you just give me numbers for the goals?
How's it going? You come back to
Just
that.
like goal, assist.
Yeah.
What happened? What is it? It was 24 from who? No, goal. Thank you. I know who they are. Hewitt. I know who they are. I just want to know the other ones. Well, he gets back. Second one was where? Yeah. It was where? And then Teo's the third one. Teo's the third one, I think. Or was it the fourth one? No, the fourth one was a power play, so. Yeah. Ambry power play was the fourth one, and then Hewitt was the fifth one. I just want to know the assists. That sounds good. That sounds really good. Who are the assists on our fourth, 2 through 5? 17. 17 from
11 and 18, 9 from 19 and 18, 3 from 19 from 10 and
Good. Set here for 20 more minutes of play here in the home opener for the RPI Engineers. Division II ACHA hockey team. They lead Westfield State 5-0. Goal in the first period. The only one was scored by Adam Hennick with an assist to Kyle DeVault and Josh Hewitt. Engineers then scored 4 times in the second. Adam Ware got things started in his first goal since his freshman year with an assist to Mannion and Rooney. It's chipped around by Amory far side. In the corner, double teamed and going down hard. No penalty. Centering attempt, loose, and all the way down the ice. They wave off the icing right away. Out to play it is Thornton. He'll flip it up the far side right in front of you. Off the skate of Olivieri and back down the ice. tight angle shot, easy save. Almost below the goal line there. Now a slap shot, half fan. Don picked up Olivieri, feeding it forward. It's tipped all the way down, and it'll be called for icing. It looked like Yoon was across center ice, but apparently not, as they blow that one dead. 59 seconds into period number 3. Engineers cruising right now. Back to the scoring. The third goal was Teo Camadilla from Josh Hewitt and Brett Rooney. Fourth goal was Nick Ambry from Kyle DeVault and Louis Olivieri. And the fifth goal was Hewitt with an assist, the lone assist, going to freshman Matt Foster. That is his first collegiate point. A centering pass, backhanded wide of McBain and his goal. Now, it's, Rooney has his man wrapped up, and he comes away with the puck. He'll feed it up the wall. Touch pass off the boards, past Yoon, who heads off for a line change. Back to their own zone, Owls have it. Pat O'Neill, he's seen a lot of the puck. The Westfield Mass native, and Junior gets it ahead. Shot from the near circle, held onto by McBain. He'll draw a whistle. There is McBain. 18 for 18 on shot attempts his way through 2 periods. RPI out shooting the Owls 27-18. He's had to come up with a couple of difficult stops in this one as it's shot off the glass. DeVault trying to work it out of the zone, can't do so. Although you get some help, but they can't clear it. Hash mark, centering pass, loose in the slot. Stick tied up by Hennick. Hewitt trying to break it out. Too far for everybody. Olivieri will win the race and negate the icing. Louis Olivieri gets hit awkwardly into the board. Centering pass swatted away. Back to DeVault. And that one's held onto by the goaltender, Thornton. Had that right pad stuck up against the post, and he's able to keep it out of the net. There's DeVault, the team's leading scorer last year, 28 points, has 2 assists so far in this game. Back towards the point. Shot through traffic. Goes wide, and the attempt by Egner. And now move back out towards center. Kicked along, played by the goaltender. That being McBain. Solid goaltending has always been a characteristic of this RPI ACHA team, and it looks like as though they found another one in McBain. Quarry ahead, off the stick of Madonna, turned back around by the Owls. Poked at, but carried into the zone, far side. Egner gets it out. Right back come the Owls into the zone. It's the captain. He gets tripped up there. Not a lot of penalties in this game. Just 2 called against the Owls. The Engineers have taken advantage, however. They're 2 for 2 on the power play. Westfield State 0 for 3. There's a shot and a goal. Clean in from the top of the circle. And the Owls are on the board. It's a wrist shot. John Galvin, the sophomore from Norwood, Mass, gets the tally to make it 5-1. Galvin last year as a freshman, 7 points on 5 goals and 2 assists in 17 games. Those 5 goals, as you take another look at it, that one McBain will most certainly want back. Looked like he saw it well and just snuck under his glove. But Galvin, rather, was third on the team in goals with 5. And he gets 2015-16 started offensively for Westfield State. Cross ice pass, a good connection to Camadilla from Mannion. Trying to walk it into the top of the circle. It's poked off his stick. Mannion helping out far side. Mannion back on it, works it back to the point. Richardson, he'll slide it down low. Centering pass by Camadilla. Nobody home, all the way down it goes. McBain will play. D from Allen, the sophomore from Rochester. Now Camadilla back to his own zone. Backhand flip forward. Camadilla back on it for the Engineers. He'll skate it out through center. Winds up and takes a slapper. It's blocked by Eagles. Centering pass in front, and it'll be smothered. It was Ware in front of the cage. He has to pick up the pieces as he He was knocked down, stick came loose. Unassisted goal for Galvin. Makes it a 5-1 game. So no shutout on opening night for the Engineers. And the freshman netminder, McBain. Played down low by Watkins. Trying to move it out towards the point was Faulkner. And now Watkins again. Intercepted in a 3-on-2 chance here for the Owls. Hewitt trying to take his man out of the play and does, along with it the puck, although he gave it away. Walking in front and a sliding poke check breaks things up, and back come the Engineers. Into the zone, it's Yoon, stops top of the circle. Working his way into the slot, we get a whistle here, and there's a man down at the other end of the ice. Not the best timing to blow the whistle there, but it looks like he's banged up a bit. Not entirely sure what the referee was waiting for to blow that whistle, because maybe in a tighter game he doesn't. I don't know. But trainer out to help. That's Kit Townsend, the RPI trainer, out to take a look at the fallen Owl there. It's number 10. Colin Pierce, a senior. But Kit, the wife of RPI varsity men's lacrosse coach Jim Townsend, she'll head over to the Owls bench to take a look at Pierce, who's hurt something over there. I'm not quite sure what it was. Anyway, he's back to the bench. We're back to hockey here. 5 minutes into the third period, it's 5-1. DeVault in the corner. Got it knocked away. Almeida far side. Now DeVault again. Backhand blind pass out in front. Thrown towards the net by Hewitt. He gets it right back. Hewitt. Far side circle. Wrist shot pad save. Taking it over. Hennick. His shot is stopped. Kicked behind the goal inadvertently by DeVault. He'll throw a body check into Lamanna. Stick handling, center ice. Hewitt swiping at it. Into the zone come the Owls. Still on the puck somehow. Backhander save. Rebound swatted out of danger. Picked up by Hewitt. He's all alone in the neutral zone. Into the zone, 1-on-3. 1-on-4 now. Lost his glove. Stays on the puck. Trying to lay it off behind for a teammate in DeVault. Shot in by Hennick. It goes off the glass behind the cage. DeVault now back in. Hewitt goes to the bench and will try to find his glove. Quarry circling, shooting, save, rebound, another stop from no angle on the try by DeVault. Past Strager and all the way down. They say it hit his shin pad, so no icing. Out to play it is McBain. Long saucer pass near side Madonna. Picked off into the zone. O'Neill with speed, carrying it far side. Still O'Neill on the backhand, centering the puck. It's swatted out towards the point. Kept in there. High shot deflects. It goes behind the cage. Trying to turn with it. C.J. Kenny. Back to Strager. Strager up the glass. And that one into the crowd. And with 13:19 to go in the third period, we'll have a stoppage here. It's 5-1 RPI. As you see, one of the newcomers for the Engineers, that being Nat Foster from Moortown, New Jersey, member of the Team Comcast U18 AAA team and a biomedical engineer. Behind the net. Trying to work it back to the far point. It's kept in there by O'Neill. Wrist shot wide of the goal. Now a point try, broken up by Madonna. He gets it right back, trying to break out to center ice. He's converged on. Although he stays on the puck, fires it off a pad. Faking a shot is Quarry. Centering pass behind Madonna. Kept in at the far point by Strager. Quarry again, centering, and a one-timer is turned away by Thornton. Good stop there on the try by Foster. Deflection, so no icing once again. Stop next to the net by McBain. Here's Egner. Quarry. Glove down at the point. Kept alive by Aspermani. Far side circle now. Centering it all the way through. It comes loose to the near point. Sweeney's shot is held onto by McBain. McBain right there. Liam McBain. He is an electrical engineering major. The majority of this ACHA squad are engineers. As that one comes out of the zone. In fact, just a handful aren't. An engineer of some type. Here is Mannion. Drop pass was behind the intended target, Richardson. He'll go back to his own end to claim it. Ambry has a goal tonight. Long outlet pass looking for Camadillo. They tried to touch it around the defender but didn't have the puck. Easy save on a long shot there along the ice. He'll kick it to the corner, does McBain. At the half wall, it's Mannion. Lost it in his skate for a second. He'll play it back for Ambry. Gets it back again. Mannion taking over. High slot, centering pass. Shot was blocked. Ambry threw a hit. Loose puck controlled there. Shot right on. Save pushed wide to the near side. It was C.J. Kenny with the initial attempt. Hit along the boards by Ware. Outlet pass all the way down. It will be icing on RPI here. We'll have a stoppage with 11:19 to go in the third. It's 5-1 RPI. There's another Westfield State player down in the RPI zone. He's back on his feet. I believe that's the captain, Riley. It is. But he's not only back up, but he's staying in the game, and he'll take this face-off. He'll draw it up against RPI and the sophomore, Nick Watkins. Here's Yoon. Off the wall. Too far out in front of Watkins. Icing called. Of course, the ACHA uses the hybrid icing, as just about all North American leagues use these days. Face-off, slap shot. Didn't catch it all that cleanly. It looked like he caught a little bit off the heel of the stick and went in on goal. May have been hit wide, but it's gloved by McBain anyway. Another draw here. Rooney has it for the Engineers. He'll backhand it behind. Stopping over there is Hewitt. Hewitt, long aerial pass. It hit Faulkner, then hit the defender, and then O'Neill has it off a skate into RPI territory. McBain leaves it for Hewitt. Taken away behind the cage. Quinn. Far side looking for Danny Hamilton. Too far for him. It's gloved in, or excuse me, flipped in the air. Now here comes Faulkner into the zone. A wrist shot coming. Pad save by Thornton. To the point. Rooney cross ice. Quickly. Wrister coming. Glove save. Kept alive. On the backhand, a shot. Another stop made on the try by Faulkner. Hewitt had the initial attempt from the point. Faulkner was there for the rebound. Neither could beat Thornton. Now Hewitt pins against the boards at the far point. Faulkner down low. Who wants the puck? It's going to be O'Neill to pick it up. He'll rattle it around for Hamilton. Taking over is Faulkner. Faulkner up top. Yoon walking in, has time and rips a wrister wide. Hewitt pinching in below the hash marks far side. Lost the puck on the stick handle. Taken away. Here comes Riley with speed. Riley hooked a bit by Yoon. Help from Rooney. Riley goes down and we play on. Hewitt crossing center. He'll fire it in wide of goal from center ice. Wholesale change for the Engineers. Partial shift change for the Owls. Hennick can't knock that one out of the air with his skate. It's picked up and worked ahead for Olivieri. He gets hit from behind, but just bumped there by Chris Huda. As to avoid a penalty. Here's Hennick. Absorbs a hit while disregarding the puck that was in the corner. Shot in deep, kept in by the sophomore Allen. Shot around far side, this time by the Owls. Up the boards, kept in, shot through traffic, hits the back of one of the wingers. That was DeVault in front. It goes wide into the corner. O'Neal absorbs a hit there from DeVault. Tie up along the half boards. Huda's over there. Now Hennick down low. He collides with Brown. They both stay on their feet. Centering pass loose in the crease, and it finally comes loose behind the cage. Big pile up there. Hennick carrying, high slot, turning, firing, save, rebound, knocked out of the air, but put wide by DeVault. Back to the point. Skips by and out to center. Strago will track it down there. A little bit of a breath now as Engineers had the Westfield State pretty well locked into their own zone. Stick up high from Hennick. And good connection out to center. Here's Ropel into the zone. Slappers off the post. Picked up in the near circle. That one confused McBain a bit. It's scooped out towards the line, kept in. Good play at the blue line by Sweeney. Looking to center it now from the corner. Up top they go, Lamanna. Near side, too far out in front of Ropel. Here's Sweeney again. He's double team, lost the puck. Thomas. Or Allen, rather. Gets it in deep. Quarry on the forecheck, knocks it free. And now back come the Owls. All by himself that time was Kenny. Shot near side. Richardson the first one to it. He'll fire it in deep. Thornton behind his own net. He'll flip it up the far side board. Through center, knocked down. On the carry, Ropel. Moves over the center red line and dumps it in. Under 7 to go in the third. It's a 5-1 RPI lead. The Owls have scored here in this third period. Shot from the point goes way wide. Madonna. He'll shoot it in, past his man. Picked up over there by Lamanna. Slow rolling puck into RPI territory. Ambry has it there. He'll skate behind his own net, trying to lose the forecheck pressure of Santinello. Bank pass around to the far side. Nearly picked off by an Engineer. That was Ware. Now battling for it along the wall is Hewitt, working into the zone just onside. Stick handling still Hewitt. Drop past Camadilla. Fires it through traffic off a skate. It hit Ware. Don't even think he saw it, but nearly went in. Right pad save was made, however, by Thornton. Skating through center ice, avoiding a hit that time was Riley. You can see he has some decent speed, but he's getting doubled, triple teamed. He's not able to make anything happen here offensively. Camadilla out of the corner. Knocked free. It'll go behind the cage. Josh Brown, the first one to it for the Owls. He'll play it up the near side boards, looking for Danny Hamilton. He'll try to work it out of the zone. He does so with some help from Riley. Riley crossed the line, fired wide. Looked like he was trying to just dump it in, but it will be gloved and held onto by McBain. We'll have a stoppage in play. 5:25 left in the third period. It's 5-1 RPI. Engineers back in action tomorrow night, same time, 7 o'clock, as you get another look at this shot that hit the post. There's the aftermath. Shot off the draw. Hamilton nearly got something on that. Shot right back in by the Owls. Engineers in action tomorrow, same time against the Vermont Catamounts. This Westfield State team, this is their only game of the weekend. They don't play till next weekend. Centering pass all the way through. Behind the net, trying to center, is broken up. That's Faulkner. He gets bumped into by a couple of Westfield State players, and now move towards center ice, race for the puck. Quinn's going to try and get there and does. Runs into the wall hard with Hewitt. And now Rooney. Brett Rooney ahead, can't clear the zone. Turning it and avoiding a hit that time was Almeida. And now Hewitt again, bouncing puck side of the net. Dangerous position. Don't think that McBain saw it right away. He finally got over and covered up that post. Worked up the wall nicely by Watkins, and here come the Engineers. Now it's just a 1-on-2 Yoon. Half turn, spin move, goes behind the net. Centering pass right out in front. DeVault had a glorious chance, couldn't put anything on it. Another try, Olivieri. He gets dumped to the side of the net, and the puck comes trickling in on Thornton. Great play by Yoon. He set up DeVault rather, and maybe got handcuffed a bit there. He didn't really get anything on the shot. I'm not even sure if it made it on goal, in fact. Right now, the Engineers, luckily for DeVault, don't really need a goal. It's 5-1. Olivieri in the corner. Helped along for DeVault. Trying to throw a pass in front. It was broken up by the skate of Lamanna and out to center. Olivieri. Back for Egner. Into the zone. Pulling it back to DeVault. Centering pass. Glove save. Rebound. Stopped again. And then he gets a little bit of a stick to the face mask from Hennick. And Huda will usher him away from the front of the goal. Great glove stop. There's a bit of a pad stack there. Thornton hasn't had an awful game. Maybe a goal or two. Maybe one just real bad goal he's allowed. But then again, I don't think he actually saw the shot from Hewitt that got by him. He's made a couple of great saves, including that one just there. Maybe even credit him with two there. Back to action. It's Santinello. His centering pass intercepted easily and turned back around by Olivieri. Up ahead, DeVault. Drop pass Olivieri. Trying to play it back to him. A little bit too fancy. Back comes the Owls. Beating everyone down the ice is Riley. Poked away from him, however, by Egner. And now DeVault. He can't control the puck. Swatted back to the RPI line. Riley into the zone, trying to feed it ahead. That's broken up. Egner has it. Cross ice. Now Hennick had a step on the defender to begin with, but stops it up and drops it back for Olivieri. Spinning around. Louis Olivieri. He's tied up behind the cage. Digging for it. Finds Hennick on the backhand. Flipped wide. That was DeVault again. DeVault's had a couple of chances here, but hasn't gotten good wood on either of them. Riley in the corner. All the way around, turning and shooting off the back of the net. Swatted towards the point, kept in by O'Neill. Right back down low it goes. Santinello. We come up on 2 minutes to go in the third period, a 5-1 RPI lead. Quarry ahead, Madonna in deep. Stopped there by Thornton. Leaves it for O'Neill. Bank pass for Lamanna. Flipped out towards center ice, lots of room to work with. O'Neill into the zone. Trying to get around his man, won't happen. Good defensive play by Allen. Madonna, a little bit of forecheck pressure. Ropel to the RPI line. Allen has it. Thought about going D to D. He'll work up the near boards instead. Shot in deep. Stopped there by Thornton. Minute and a half to go. Engineers on a bit of a cruise control here in this third period. They haven't been quite as sharp as they were in the first two periods. As that one's flung directly out of play. In the NHL, that would be a penalty, but not here. 1:13 to go on the clock, third period. RPI looking to improve to 3-0 all-time against Westfield State. Ware still battling in the corner. Mannion now flips it behind for Ware. Ware diving poke check. Kept alive, however. Here's Hewitt at the point. Wrist shot knocked out of the air. And now the Owls want to go the other way. Brown into the zone. To his backhand, poked away nicely by Brett Rooney. Now Mannion can't control that pass to center ice. 40 seconds to go. Here is Riley trying to turn the corner at center. Lost the puck. Over skating it, Mannion. Picked up by Hewitt. Hewitt will jump into the attack. Has a man cutting Camadilla. A shot. That one popped in the air, and it's covered up by Thornton. Camadilla might have gotten under that puck. It looked like he kind of scooped it up in the air. It was a good feed from Hewitt and probably should have been a goal. Camadilla with one already. This overhead look should tell us the best story here. Well, it was a good stop. Camadilla did catch it. But Thornton was just got his body in the way. Made the save. 30.4 to go. Camadilla does have a goal so far this evening. He got RPI's third tally. Right now the game winner belongs to Adam Ware. Rooney through everybody and goes wide of the goal. 20 seconds. Camadilla, far side corner, back to the point. Hewitt, he'll wrist one towards goal, looking for the deflection. Mannion got too much of it. It's carried back out towards center ice. Back comes Riley to the circle, fed in front, loose of the side, and they can't get it in. Somehow kept out by RPI. 1 second, a shot goes wide. Maybe tipped off the glove of McBain. Either way, this one is over. 5-1 is your final score. RPI defeating Westfield State in the season opener for both teams. Goal scorers for RPI: Hennick, Ware, Camadilla, Ambry, and Hewitt. The win goes to the freshman, Liam McBain from Tualatin, Oregon, as he comes up with a number of stops early on in this game, really when this game was still in the balance. So credit to McBain and RPI's power play, which was 2 for 2 on the evening. So a solid start special teams wise for RPI. They were perfect on the kill, perfect on the power play. And that went into helping decide this one. Really in that second period, RPI outscored the Owls 4-0. As you can see on your screen, welcome to help support We Are Gold Project, rpi.org/donate. You can learn more about what RPI TV and the other clubs that RPI are able to do for no cost to you. You're able to watch tonight's game and, of course, tomorrow night's game and all sorts of great stuff. Check out rpitv.org for more broadcasts and events. My name is Perry Lascaris. We all here at RPI TV, thank you for watching tonight's game. You can join us again tomorrow night, as I mentioned, as RPI takes on Vermont. But your final score here is RPI 5 and Westfield State 1. You have been watching live coverage of RPI ACHA hockey on RPI TV.